Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is the second part number 2 of making this Christmas ornament that looks like this. So if you didn't watch the first one, you might want to watch the first one. I've already brought in a child's name, and I'm going to go up to Effects, Contour. I'm going to contour at 0.2 to the outside. And when it does a name like this, you're going to have to go over and right-click your mouse button to get the red, because it's trying to do a fill. Now, you're going to need to automatically go and break this apart. Now, I've got my nudge factor set on 5 inches, so I'm going to get that out of the way. And I'm going to go, well, I needed that. I'm going to right-click my mouse and have no hairline, because you don't want this name to cut out. Then go back up and get your contour and just click up, and you've got your name and you've got your part that is going to. So for just a second, I'm going to go Control G and group it together. We can get rid of this window. Then we're going to bring it into our snowflake that we've already made. And we're going to size it. That looks not too bad. I could move it down just a hair. So you can change your nudge factor back to 0.001. Just move this down a hair and over. Then I would go ahead, and I've never done this particular one, so let's just see what happens. I'm going to get the virtual segment delete key, and I'm going to delete that line, that line, that line, that line, that line. So basically it's welding together. So now, if we put our nudge factor back on 5, let's ungroup this. Let's get on the Brianna and move it down 5 inches, and then take your Smart Fill tool and fill it in. That way you know that you don't have any breaks or leaks. So we'll bring Brianna back in. So that part's done. Then it would only be limited to your artistic ability. Sorry about that. You're limited to your artistic ability to bring in these snowflakes and size them. You know, touch it. You need at least probably 3 points of contact. Make another one, Control D. Maybe put it over here. Control D. Maybe make this one bigger. And there is probably a way to weld this, but you've got so much going on that you're just going to need to basically use the virtual segment delete key on this. And it's kind of trial and error, what works and what doesn't work. Like, you need to get rid of those double cut lines right there. And, you know, the more you do this, the more you learn what needs to be cut. That one's already done. We'll get rid of this. And this is what's going to hold it to the outside ring. And that kind of makes it look cool. I think I'm not going to do the bottom one just for the sake of the viewers, so they don't have to painstakingly watch me delete lines. Well, we needed that one. Sometimes you got to zoom in, and this might be a little tricky right here. No, that worked. That's going to be a really small cut. I might consider moving that. Then just take your Smart Fill tool. Let's get rid of our Brianna for just a second again. Fill it in, and there's what you're going to look like. So after you've cut this one, they would all work. And you can change them up. You know, my suggestion, especially if you're making them for your family or your grandkids, when you start off with your snowflakes, make copies. Make copies of everything. And do each one of them individually, and then apply. Well, you're going to have to. So make copies of your snowflakes, make copies of your rings, and put your, Ted or Bob or Steve or Kyle or whatever you want in there. And then every one of them is going to be a little bit different. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. And thank you for watching.